Gentlemen, let's cut straight to the chase. Have you ever been caught in that maddening grey area, wondering, is she into me, or is this just her being polite? You're not alone. Today, we're peeling back the layers of the mysterious female mind to reveal 12 subconscious, deeply instinctive signs that a girl is genuinely attracted to you. Here's the kicker. These signs aren't things she consciously decides to do. They're her instincts working overtime to let you know you're on her radar. But beware. What feels like playful chemistry with one girl might just be her version of being nice. Confused? That's why you're here. Stick with us. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know when she's interested, but also the one glaring signal that screams she's definitely not. Before we dive in, do me a favor. If you've ever wondered if a girl was into you, drop a quick comment below. What's your go-to sign? Let's see if it makes our list. And don't forget to hit that like button. It's your way of saying, let's unravel the mystery. 1. She breaks from her besties. Gentlemen, have you ever observed the unshakable bond of a girl and her squad? It's like nature's fortress. Girls arrive together, dance together, and fend off the world together. These groups act as a built-in safety net, a blend of camaraderie and subtle bodyguard duty. Separating a girl from her crew is about as easy as splitting an atom with a butter knife. But here's where the magic happens. If she willingly breaks rank, leaving the fun, laughter, and solidarity of her besties to hang out with you, take notice. That's not just an act of interest, it's a declaration. She's silently telling her friends, "Don't worry, I'm safe, and I want to be here." Her willingness to step away speaks volumes about her comfort level and curiosity toward you. If she trades in her girl gang for your company, my friend, you've captured her attention. 2. The fall in. Now, let's talk about one of the most beautifully instinctive signs in the book. The lean-in. Body language is a fascinating subconscious art, often revealing what words cannot. When someone leans toward you, it's like gravity working overtime. An unspoken pull drawing them closer. Think about it. Would a girl lean in your direction, closing the distance between you if she wasn't interested? Of course not. That little forward tilt, whether you're sitting across a table or standing in a crowded room, is her way of saying, "I'm intrigued." Even from across the room, if her posture subtly aligns with yours, you're in her orbit. So the next time she falls in, don't dismiss it as chance. It's her body's silent vote of confidence in your favor, and in the quiet language of attraction that speaks louder than words ever could. 3. Answer seeking. Picture this. Before you've even uttered a word, a girl has already spun a story about you in her mind. It's automatic, subconscious, and as natural as the sun rising in the east. But here's the catch. Her mental script isn't complete. There are gaps, unanswered questions, and bits of intrigue that her curiosity can't ignore. Now, if she's indifferent to you, those blanks will stay unfilled. She won't bother to ask, and you'll remain a footnote in her day. But if she's drawn to you, that curiosity becomes a magnetic force. She needs answers. If she's asking questions, digging into your interests, your weekend plans, or even why you wear your watch on your right wrist, it's not idle chatter. It's a sign she's piecing together the story of you. And trust me, when her curiosity takes the wheel, it's steering straight toward attraction. 4. Facial exploration. Let's venture into the unspoken realm of facial expressions, the ground zero of silent communication. Over half of what we convey doesn't pass through words, but through the subtle shifts and movements of our faces. If she's studying your face like an archaeologist examining an ancient artifact, don't panic. She's not scrutinizing for stray nose hairs or the shaving spot you missed. No, sir. She's delving into a deeper level, decoding your mannerisms, soaking in your expressions, and trying to read the truth behind your words. Her gaze might linger on your eyes, windows to the soul, they say, or drift to your mouth as you speak, capturing the cadence and charm of your words. Maybe her glance flits to your cheeks, or even your nose, savoring the uniqueness of your features. This quiet exploration isn't aimless. It's instinctive, her way of learning you, of finding the little quirks and expressions that pull her closer. So if you catch her eyes dancing across your face, don't overthink it. That subtle fascination is her subconscious calling the shots, and you're clearly the star of the show. 5. She's a soft crowd. The subtle art of gauging attraction through laughter, a timeless test as old as storytelling itself. The next time you're around a girl, toss out a line that's, let's call it, mildly amusing. Not a bellyacher, but just something low-key, barely grazing the edge of clever. If she laughs, and I mean really laughs, eyes crinkling, smile wide, maybe even a soft nudge in your direction, you've struck gold. That giggle isn't just about your joke, or lack thereof. It's her subconscious at play, reinforcing the pull she feels toward you. You've likely seen this in action. A guy says something barely above a dad joke, and the girl he's with lights up as though he's the second coming of Mark Twain. Why? Because her laughter isn't always about the words. It's about the person behind them. When a girl likes you, she wants to laugh, even if your punchline is as predictable as the sunrise. It's her way of cementing the connection, telling her subconscious, yes, this feels good. Let's keep going. Of course, not every chuckle means you've won her over, but a girl who laughs easily in your company is giving you a clear green light. 6. Stoke mirroring. Chemistry. That invisible thread tying two people together in a conversation that feels electric. When a girl is genuinely excited to talk to you, it's not just in her words. It's in her actions, her energy, her very presence. Does she respond to your texts faster than a pizza delivery on a quiet Tuesday night? That's a sign. When she spots you in public, does her face light up like a lantern, her steps quickening to close the gap between you? That's another. And here's a golden one. If you approach her, does she instinctively adjust her hair, smooth her clothes, or straighten her posture? These are subconscious gestures, her body's way of broadcasting interest without uttering a single word. Excitement takes many forms. Quick responses, eager hellos, subtle preening. Each one says, I see you, and I want you to see me. So when you notice her mirroring your energy, don't question it too much. Chemistry, my friend, is written in the small, unspoken acts, and if she's matching your enthusiasm, she's already halfway in your corner. 7th, sensory override. Touch. The universal language that predates words and bridges the unspoken gap between people. Long before humans mastered the art of verbal charm, touch was our primary way of saying, hey, I like you. It's wired deep into the primal corners of our brains. Now, here's the thing. In today's world, touch can be a bit of a minefield. Girls, especially, are instinctively cautious about who they engage with physically. This isn't just about social norms. It's about personal safety and boundaries. But here's the magic. When a girl feels an undeniable pull of attraction, those carefully constructed walls can momentarily crumble. She might tap your arm as she laughs, brush against you as she leans in, or find some seemingly innocent excuse to make contact. And trust me, these moments aren't accidental. When her attraction overrides her natural hesitation, you got a clear signal that her feelings are stirring beneath the surface. That tiny tap on your shoulder might be her subconscious saying, "I feel safe here. I want to be closer." 8. Mask off. Ever notice how some girls keep their faces as stoic as a poker player's? Straight lips, barely a twitch of a brow. It's not disinterest, my friend. It's a defense mechanism. You see, a girl who's uncertain about a guy, or life in general, might flatten her expressions, projecting neutrality as her armor. It's a way to keep her cards close, guarding her emotions until she feels safe enough to show them. So when that mask slips, when she starts smiling, her eyes sparkle with unspoken delight, or her brows lift in curiosity, you've just witnessed a significant shift. That's her saying, "You've passed the test. I trust you enough to let my guard down." Her face becomes a map of her feelings, and every raised brow, lingering eye contact, or genuine grin is a breadcrumb leading you to her interest. If she's letting her expressions flow freely, it's a silent invitation. "I'm here. I'm open. Let's see where this goes." So pay attention to her touch and her face. Together, they're telling a story, one chapter at a time, and if you're reading it right, you're already halfway to the happily ever after. 9. The auto look. The subtle dance of the eyes, a classic tale of attraction told without a single word. Gentlemen, let me introduce you to what I like to call the auto look, a gesture so instinctive it slips past even the sharpest conscious mind. Picture this. You're in a group, sharing laughs and good vibes. Something funny happens and the room erupts in laughter. Now, here's the magic. Watch where her eyes go next. If she instinctively glances at you, even for a fleeting moment, consider it her subconscious, picking you as the one she wants to share the joy with. This isn't just whimsical thinking, it's psychology in action. Research shows that when people feel a connection or attraction, they instinctively seek out the persons they're most drawn to in moments of heightened emotion. It's like her subconscious is whispering, "This moment is better shared with you." So the next time you're in a group, don't just listen for the laughter, watch for the gaze. Because if her eyes find yours, you've just caught a glimpse of her heart's unspoken truth. 10. The Waymaker. Now, let's talk about one of the simplest yet most telling signs of interest: clearing the path. Imagine this scenario. You've been eyeing a girl across the room, but there's a fortress of obstacles in your way. A bag on the chair, a crowded table, or a subtle wall of her friends. But then, as if by magic, the barriers vanish. Her bag moves to the floor, her friends step aside, and suddenly, there's an open invitation for you to approach. Coincidence? Hardly. You see, when a girl is interested, she doesn't just hope you'll talk to her. She makes it easy for you. She's silently saying, "Here's your chance. Take it." It's a gentle nudge, a quiet clearing of the path that speaks volumes. So if the way suddenly becomes clear and you catch her watching you from the corner of her eye, don't hesitate. Step forward. She's already made the first move by creating the opportunity. It's your turn to seize it. 11. She's actually weird. Here's the delightful truth about most women. They spend a significant amount of energy trying to appear normal. Society has this way of making everyone feel like they need to fit into a neat little box. And for many girls, that means suppressing their quirks to blend in. But here's where things get interesting. When a girl feels truly comfortable with you, when she senses you're not judging her or holding her to some impossible standard, her weird side starts to slip out. Maybe she snorts when she laughs. Perhaps she makes goofy faces or shares a bizarre fascination with collecting antique teaspoons. Whatever it is, it's uniquely hers, and she'll only let it show if she trusts you. And gentlemen, when a girl lets her guard down and embraces her inner oddball around you, consider it a badge of honor. It means you've crossed the invisible barrier of societal norms, and she feels safe enough to be unapologetically herself. That's not just attraction, that's connection. 12. She turns up your volume. Picture this. You're mid-conversation, explaining why peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are humanity's greatest invention, and she's hanging on to every word. She nods, leans in, asks follow-up questions, and genuinely seems invested in your monologue about snack foods. What's going on here? It's simple. If a girl is engaged, really engaged in what you're saying, it's not because your peanut butter diatribe is revolutionary. It's because she's attracted to you. On the flip side, if she's zoning out, scrolling through her phone, or giving you that polite but blank stare, it's time to face facts. You haven't captured her interest. And that's okay. Move on, because there's someone out there who will laugh at your sandwich theories like they're stand-up gold. And let's clear up a major misconception. Lack of eye contact isn't always a bad sign. If she's shy, she might avoid your gaze while still sneaking peeks when she thinks you're not looking. That's your cue to be patient and let her come around. But if she outright ignores you, don't waste another moment. Pack up your peanut butter and find someone whose eyes light up every time you walk into the room. Because that, my friend, is where the magic happens. Here's the bottom line, gentlemen. Attraction isn't some mythical force, nor is it entirely within your control. It's a dance of subtle signs, subconscious connections, and mutual energy. Today, we've unpacked 12 subconscious signals that could be the key to decoding her interest in you. But remember, it's not just about recognizing these signs. It's about appreciating the unspoken language of human connection. So, here's a challenge. The next time you're with someone who catches your eye, don't just look, see. Don't just hear, listen. Because when you tune into the details, you might just realize she's been speaking volumes without saying a word. Now, before you go, tell me, which of these signs stood out to you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on mastering the art of connection. See you in the next one.